Unscripted.
It looks like Sony and Microsoft are kind of going back and forth on things that they're going to be doing, and this year is going to be a little bit different, obviously, and we kind of know and understand why. We are in the middle of a pandemic still, and obviously with E3, or when E3 would be coming up, is just a couple months away, believe it or not. And so we literally are in a situation where, you know, we have these companies and these new consoles out, and there's not been a whole lot announced for these consoles in terms of games. And so I think that's something that, you know, a lot of us are going to be kind of looking at and saying, oh, well, you know, what's going to change? Are we going to get some new announcements? How are they going to get people excited? Believe it or not, I mean, I know that right now games are, you know, these consoles are selling out all the time, but still we might have a choice in the future, and probably a change in the future where this might not necessarily be the case. You have to, as console companies, keep gamers excited about the future, keep gamers kind of guessing, you know what I mean? Get everybody super excited about what's going on. And you know what? I think that that's exactly what we're going to kind of see here. Now, Microsoft and Sony seem like they're taking on different approaches to this, and I think that's going to be something that really could affect one or the other depending on what happens. And I do find this to be a little bit interesting, especially given the fact that, you know, E3 has officially said that they're going to do something digitally, and we got an answer today exactly what's going to happen in terms of what companies are going to really be out there, and what to expect and things like that. So yeah, you know, this is going to be some interesting stuff. I'm very excited to kind of talk about this because I know a lot of people are going to be talking about this over the next few days. Is this the right move for Sony? Is it the wrong move for Sony? Is it the right move for Microsoft? Is it the wrong move for Microsoft? I think these are all things that are going to be very interesting long term, and I'm kind of excited to see exactly what everybody have to say about this. So I do want to get started. I'm interested to hear what everyone has to think and say on this matter. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. If you guys are looking for a way to help out a little small rebuilding channel such as my own, the best way to do it is a simple like. It means a lot to me personally, and it just helps out tremendously. If you guys didn't know, it really does. So thank you guys for rocking out with me, and subscribe, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. I can't state enough how much that really helps out, and how much the channel really depends on that. So shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You are fantastic. Thank you very much for rocking out with me. Again, so this is a very interesting sort of situation, because we have Microsoft doing something that Sony isn't going to follow suit, and this is kind of a big deal. So we know that E3 2021 digitally is set for June 12th through the 15th, and it has a bunch of publishers on board, but one of the publishers missing is Sony. So it's going to have Xbox, Nintendo, and more. The Entertainment Software Association announced today that E3 2021 has officially set for June 12th to 15th. It will be a digital-only event, as per the previous report, and a free one despite rumors to the contrary. The ESA counts on E3 coming back as a live physical event at the Los Angeles Convention Center in June 2022. Virtual streams and announcements will be made available online through all the major video game platforms, as well as through E3 2021 portal and supporting mobile app. Xbox, Nintendo, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two Interactive, Warner Bros., and Koch Media are already confirmed to be showcasing their upcoming games. Others like Sony, Square Enix, Electronic Arts, and Activision will probably organize their own showcases. The president of the ESA said this to say, "For more than 2 decades, E3 has been the premier venue to showcase the best that the video game industry has to offer, while uniting the world through games. We are evolving this year's E3 into a more inclusive event but we still look to excite fans with major reveals and inside opportunities that make the event indispensable center stage for video games. So there's also going to be press exclusive pre-E3 media days from June 7th to the 11th, which means that a lot of these media outlets should be able to provide you with advanced coverage on at least some of the titles to be featured at E3 2021. And you have to keep in mind as well that Jeff Keighley will still host his separate Summer Games Fest through this year. It'll be concentrated in June instead of being spread all over the summer as it was in 2020, because a lot of gamers didn't really particularly like that format. Now, first and foremost, I want to say that I think it's actually pretty cool that E3 is coming back, as I really missed it. And I don't mind the digital stuff. I just think that, the way that it was handled, and it was kind of, poorly done, I guess is the best way to say it. The way that was done wasn't exactly my favorite thing, and to see this kind of come about now, I like the fact that we're kind of getting back to where, it'll be one probably little digital event after another, and that gets, it's less spread out and kind of less haphazardly done, and I really kind of enjoy that sort of aspect to it. So yeah, that's going to be something to kind of look forward to as well. But then again, E3 is going to be kind of an exciting time, I think, for a lot of people, and I do hope that Sony does have some kind of big digital event of their own to sort of go out there and kind of be competitive with. Phil Spencer actually made some comments on Twitter about them looking forward to going to E3 and stuff. He stopped short of calling it the biggest E3 or anything like that, because, as a lot of people know, that's kind of an in-joke where they always kind of say that they're going to have the biggest, best E3 with all these announcements and things like that, and then it never really pans out that way. So, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what exactly goes on. But yeah, very cool stuff to see. And I have to say that as far as I'm concerned, just as a gamer and as a fan, like, the more companies that jump in the ring and kind of hold events and stuff like this, the better. I actually love seeing that, and I hope that we continue to see that in the future, because that's what makes gaming fun. You get, Sony shows off something great, and then the Xbox fans get a little jealous and pitch a fit to Microsoft, and then Microsoft shows up something, they're kind of forcing their hand to show off something. It's the way these things go, and I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how all this stuff kind of comes about, and what happens in the long run. And at the end of the day, I feel like us gamers are the ones that are gonna really kind of end up paying off for us, because we're the ones getting the games, we're the ones getting the exciting announcements and things like that. So yeah, definitely cool stuff on the horizon for sure. Do you guys think that this is a mistake for Sony though? Like, I think that's probably the main thing that I would kind of ask here is, like, do you guys think that Sony should do an E3? Are they like back to their old ways, like maybe a little too conceited to admit that they need an E3? I feel like this is stuff that really we kind of look at as fans or whatever, and we go, you know what I mean? I really do hope that that Sony has something killer, because even though they've had a pretty good launch so far, obviously the pandemic has had some kind of impact on them as well. So you really kind of hope that something kind of changes, and that they get something worthwhile, something that we can see and something that we can look at and things like that. So I do hope that does happen, and I hope that as soon as we get some kind of information, of course I'm going to share it with you guys. But again, I probably wouldn't expect much from Sony. They've been incredibly quiet. That's one of the things that the fans have been super kind of ticked off about lately, is just how quiet they've been when it comes to any of this kind of announcements and stuff like that. It's like almost like they want Microsoft to go out there and make a lot of noise, and they want people to kind of, I guess, second guess their decision to pick up a PlayStation. I don't know for sure what the deal is, but yeah, it does seem like that. And it's just, to me personally, it's a little bit head scratching. I mean, you're Sony, and you've absolutely completely destroyed for the past generation, plus you're destroying things right now in terms of what you're doing with your console, and but people are a little bit wary. They want some announcements, they want some game announcements, and I think that that's, you know, perfectly fine for them to actually go out there and sort of make some noise, I guess, and hopefully they do that soon, because, you know, again, this is something that fans have been asking for, you know, the past 6 months. You know, I think we deserve some big time announcements, and I hope that we actually get them sooner rather than later, because that's what, you know, fans really have been asking for. So hopefully we get them pretty soon, you know, hopefully. But, you know, I wouldn't say it's something that we're going to for sure get some confirmation on relatively soon. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it either way. I'm looking forward to what Microsoft has to announce, Nintendo, Capcom, all these companies, you know, Sony, of course. It really just comes down to the individual and what you want to see. But since I own everything, I really would love to see everything. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please have a great day. Take a minute to consider subscribing, hit the like button, share it out, all that kind of good stuff. Take care of each other. Have a great afternoon, evening, night, whenever it is that you're watching this. Thank you so much for taking some time out and just enjoying one of my videos, man. I have a good time making these, and hopefully you guys have a good time watching them. Rack them up. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.